There comes a moment in a woman's life when the quiet ache inside her can no longer be ignored. A moment when she realizes that the world has praised her for her softness, rewarded her for her giving, and applauded her for her self sacrifice, but never taught her how to return to herself. From girlhood, she was taught to be polite, to be helpful, to be good. And she was. She gave and gave until her own light flickered at the edges. But then something shifts. A truth rises. A whisper becomes a knowing. She sees the pattern. She feels the exhaustion. She recognizes the loop she's been living in. And this is where my story begins. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Michelle, your inner light coach, and I'm grateful you joined me today. Let's step together through stories, rituals, and reflections. Thank you for shining your presence here. This video is about the woman who finally puts herself first. For most of my life, I was in roles that required me to give. In the public eye, assisting people. In the medical settings, caring for patients. I learned how to serve with grace, how to anticipate needs, how to hold space for everyone but myself. And somewhere along the way, I lost sight of me. I would run around all day long helping others, and by the time I got home, I was too exhausted to offer myself even a fraction of the care I gave so freely to everyone else. I put myself last, every time, without question. When my healing journey began, I finally saw the pattern for what it was. A perpetual loop. Help people, collapse, recover just enough, and then go right back into the cycle. I knew if I didn't change my mindset, my life would never change. So I started small. I learned that others, even patients, can and should do as much for themselves as they can. At first, I felt guilty. It felt wrong to stop doing everything for everyone, but guilt is just the echo of old conditioning. When I shifted from doing to supporting, my energy rose, my spirit lifted. I realized that allowing others to do for themselves wasn't abandonment, it was empowerment for them and for me. As I continued putting myself first, my energy kept rising. I started reading self-help books, attending healing classes, learning new modalities, and reconnecting with the parts of me I had abandoned along the way. Some people called me selfish, but that was just the old system panicking. The part of the world that benefits from women staying small, tired, and compliant. I didn't buy it. I bought my freedom instead. I began doing things on my days off instead of sleeping my life away. I started listening to what made me happy. I started honoring what I wanted. And for the first time, I felt alive in my own skin. Putting myself first told me, I matter, my needs matter, my joy matters, my life matters. It was a pivotal moment, the moment I stepped out of the loop and into my own power. And so, when a woman finally chooses herself, the world does not end, but the old version of her does. The version who overgave, the version who apologized for needing rest, the version who mistook exhaustion for purpose. She lets that woman go with love, because now she knows her energy is sacred, her time is finite, and her joy is not optional. Putting herself first doesn't make her selfish, it makes her whole, it makes her steady, it makes her clear. It makes her capable of giving from a place that doesn't cost her everything. This is the new paradigm. A woman who honors her own needs becomes a woman who can offer her gifts without losing herself in the process. She becomes nourished, not drained, centered, not scattered, alive in her own life, not a background character in someone else's. And as she rises into this truth, she sends a quiet permission into the world. You are allowed to choose yourself too. Because when a woman finally puts herself first, she doesn't just change her life, she changes the entire energetic story of what a woman is allowed to be. If this video helped you, and you can see your own patterns more clearly, I'd love for you to subscribe and stay connected. I create weekly content on women's healing self-care that actually restores you in learning to put yourself first. And if you know someone who needs this message, share it with her. Share that your share might be the moment she finally chooses herself. Thank you for watching. Let's get back to love. God is good. Love and light to all. Stay thankful. Until next time, walk gently and shine brightly.